What's up, YouTube? Over here in Gravia in St. Charles Street. Beautiful day. French Quarter Festival going on. I think it's just started. But plenty of sights to see, music to hear, food to eat, all that good stuff. I'm gonna let this lady go across. Alright, how you doing? St. Charles Avenue. Beautiful day. Luke restaurant, very popular Luke. Get into this lane over here. Pan Am building. Really? Look at these guys. How often do you see guys with baskets riding the bicycles? Guess they're not scared. Here's beautiful Lafayette. Lafayette Square. John McDonough Public School. They got about 35 public schools named after him. John McDonough 2, John McDonough 3, I don't know. I know there's a John McDonough 35, and that's probably the most popular. But there's several John McDonough schools. I'm sure a lot of them already closed down, but taking a ride down St. Charles Avenue. I should say a ride up St. Charles Avenue. Because we're headed towards Uptown from downtown. This is Julia Street. Children's museums on this street. Used to take my kids there when they were younger. Got some construction going on there. Lord knows what they're building. They might not know what they're building. It's a hard hat area though. Headed towards Lee Circle. Was Robert E. Lee is gone. They hauled him off to a junkyard, threw his body in a junkyard. You can do some research on that if you want to. Type up Robert E. Lee Circle Monument. It's like 150 years old. There he was, the top right there. He's gone now. Really eyesore now. Thanks to Mitch Landrieu, our mayor. Thought it'd be a good idea to help his agenda to run for whatever office he's gonna run for now, because he's not mayor anymore, termed out. Well, he's a lame duck mayor, or whatever they call it. This is the K&B Plaza, Lee Circle. Used to come here with my dad, drop off the paperwork late at night after he closed the store in Harahan. Used to take a ride with my dad here to the K&B Plaza. I don't think it's called K&B Plaza anymore. It might be, but this is the building we used to have to go to drop the paperwork off because of K&B headquarters. Cats and Best Off. There's a drugstore chain in the New Orleans area, very popular. Probably had, I don't know, 50, 70 stores around here. It was a drugstore, had a pharmacy and all that. Some places had a soda pop location, like a sit-down soda stand, would serve breakfast and stuff like that, like a Waffle House kind of food, if I remember correctly. We used to go there on Sunday mornings. My dad used to take us down there, have some fried eggs and stuff, waffles, whatever, I don't remember. I barely remember going down there when I was a little kid because they closed the restaurant part when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I don't remember, it was a long time ago. Headed up St. Charles Avenue. This is Arata Street, Popeyes and Wendy's. My parents grew up right in that neighborhood over there, between like Thalia and Melpomene. That's several pronunciations, but my parents used to call it Melpomene. Thalia, around Arata, Thalia. This is Terpsichore, but my mom used to call it Tepsico. Tepsico for short, but it looks like Terpsichore. A lot of people waiting for the streetcar, trying to get down to the French Quarter Festival. Felicity Street. Plenty tourists in down here, looking to get rides downtown on the streetcar. St. Andrew's, just a Pontchartrain Hotel right here. And after that, it's the Avenue Plaza, which I believe is like a timeshare. They got a lot of Mr. John steakhouses in there. It's like you always see people doing timeshare stuff in the Avenue Plaza. It's Jackson Avenue. Get into the Garden District area. I think between here, like in Washington Avenue, maybe a little bit further uptown, is considered the Garden District. Jackson, and the next major intersection is Washington Avenue. Am I in the bicycle lane? I don't know. It used to be 2 lanes, but now is it just bicycles only? Who knows? I'm not good at this. They didn't have those when I passed the driver's ed test. Is it cars and bikes, or it's just bicycles only? I don't know. I'm gonna get out of that lane just in case it's supposed to be bicycles only. Here's Washington Avenue. I believe Commander's Palace is on this street here. Washington Avenue right down there. We'll take a ride, show you. I'm sure there's a no left turn like every other corner in the city. There's a no left turn sign. Take a ride down there, show you the area. Lafayette Cemetery is across the street. Let's look around this U-turn here. Well, I was gonna whip around it. Alright, now we headed towards the river. And try not to get hit. I just found out a news flash that there's an oil spill in the river today. That's not good. This is Lafayette Cemetery. They take walking tours of that cemetery. I don't know what the big deal is, but I'll show you what it looks like real quick. Over here is Commander's Palace. Take a look at that real quick. Probably one of the best restaurants in the city. Commander's Palace. A lot of sundresses. Beautiful area. Chestnut Street. My wife's grandma lived on Chestnut, and her mom, I guess too, lived on Chestnut Street, across the street from St. Stephen's School, which is quite a few blocks uptown from here. But they just recently sold that big house. It needed a lot of work, and somebody refurbished it and made it real nice and sold it for a whole bunch of money. But they wanted to put the time and the money into it. This is Magazine Street. This is a redone area. Used to be not so great, but a lot of new shops and restaurants and stuff. Alright, we're gonna turn here and head uptown. I don't really know where I'm going. I don't have an itinerary. I don't have a agenda or itinerary or anything. I'm just kind of driving around. Kids don't get off of school till 3. No baseball practice today, so pick up the kids at 3, probably go have lunch because they're always hungry. You think I don't feed them lunch at school or something. Magazine Street, May 12th. The Champagne Stroll, don't miss it. Joey K's Restaurant and Bar. The Rendezvous Tavern. This is kind of almost a late night spot, bar. You see people sitting outside smoking because they passed a law about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 years now. It was in April, so it's either 2 or 3 years now. I'm gonna guess 3 years. I'm gonna guess it's 3 years this April that the city passed an ordinance, no smoking inside bars and restaurants and stuff. This is a balcony bar, another hot spot. I'm gonna guess 3 years. Somebody look it up for me and let me know. Is it 3 years this April that the city passed the no smoking law? I think it's 3 years. There's a meter maid. Make sure you pay your parking, because she'll write your ticket for sure. It takes about 30 seconds for her to type your license plate into that little handheld thing she's got right there, and she'll be done. She's gonna get you. And he's gonna put that little ticket on your thing. It's gonna be at least 20 bucks. Don't want to do that. Smash burger's not bad. I'd rather Muya's. That dog is pretty popular. Now listen. That dog is pretty popular. I don't know why. We'll take a turn here on Louisiana Avenue. See what's going on. Maybe put my blinker on, might help. Alright, see what's going on here. What side do I turn on? That's the question. Yeah, it looks like my side of the street's closed, so I'm going to drive on their side of the street. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that's correct. Up here on the corner, they got a couple more blocks. They got a restaurant called a Chafalaya restaurant. Pretty trendy, pretty popular. Right up here on the left, probably can see it now. I'll see it right up there. Beautiful oak trees. Louisiana Avenue. 25 miles an hour. Photo enforced. Better go slow.